Islamic playground. The whole of this Gaba Road is painted yellow.
T-shirts yellow.
The vehicles
very many.
There are so many people. The vehicles that are already branded yellow. And along the road also I saw people selling T-shirts and jumpers of Museveni. Did you see them? Hooded jumpers of your Museveni.
Maybe because
shirts,
I came
yellow shirts,
morning,
T-shirts, caps. They are paraded them, displayed them all down there. People are selling them. Apparently, there's people who would love to have them. Somebody would buy a President Museveni shirt. I don't know when you put it on, but I think maybe they go to church in them also.
To pray for the president.
To pray for the president, because then why are you buying it just for only one occasion?
Not one occasion, for the whole political era yonna awano Museveni wa campaigning.
You have to put on your shirt. They have to use your cape for Museveni.
And
I don't
motivate
know the price of those things, the capes and the T-shirts.
We need to find out.
Yes. They shouldn't be that expensive.
So just so you know, if you're planning to move, and ogenda ko Isagawa Road, because there are people who move on this road, ngabagenda ko express to join Munyonyo and Biti, just know deployment ya amani, and of course when he arrives, because he's supposed to come at 11, right?
At 11.
So that the president moves, and then you'll continue with your other business.
So people should take note of that. He's going to be at Buziga Islamic School playground, and we also see he's going to launch a skilling hub, vocational skilling hub also around that side. Then later he'll be at Nakawa Moops playground. That's where he's going to be. Now, when you look at the campaign schedule for your presidential candidates, Robert Chagulanyi today is taking a break. And of course, Museveni now, Mugisha Muntu, NT is in Hoima, Nathan Fabi is in Jinja and Jinja City, Mubarak Munyagwa, your man is in Entebbe municipality. Then in Mitiana we have Joseph Mabilizi, we have Robert Kasibante in Nansana municipality and Busiro East, and then Frank Bulira is on rest.
He has rested.
He has really rested. So no stress.
No,
please.
You already know he's contesting. So
yes, no stress, man. So let's go to matters courts now. The court today is set to rule on a petition that was filed by Ivan Mbowe. Ivan Mbowe is a PFF candidate, and he went to the Electoral Commission and was duly nominated for Nakawa Division West. And then 8 other people, including Joel Senyonyi, who is a LOP, and Anderson Burora, NRM candidate, Biles Ramiti, and several others were also nominated for a similar position, or the same position, what is termed as the same position, but theirs was Nakawa West. So Mbowe went to to the Electoral Commission, and he was challenging it. He petitioned it and said, you people are nominating people for Nakawa West, but this constituency does not exist. So the Electoral Commission dismissed his application on grounds that it is the same thing. Nakawa West, if you mention Nakawa West, so obviously we know you mean Nakawa Division West. So he was dissatisfied.
Wanted them to add division.
Yes, he was like, these are clearly two different things. You can't say Nakawa West is Nakawa Division West. Clearly stated. So today in court, they're supposed to give a ruling. The lawyers of Joel Senyonyi, that's Arias Nalukola, appeared. We have him speak about the ruling. But before that, we have other candidates like Miles Ramiti and Anderson Burora and other candidates who were speaking, because the court has declared that the ruling is going to be given through ICMES. ICMES is their online electronic system where rulings can be given. But Nalukola explains more about the ruling. But first, we have Miles Ramiti, who was complaining and saying this thing is dragging. We have 4 days to the election time, and we are still here unsure. Are we going to be disqualified or do we stand?
We're appealing to the judge that if you are chasing us, you chase us once and again. But if you're still into, the race, we need to go and talk to people. We have left with about 4 days. You need to get agents. You need to clarify this. You need to go here. But if you're still this, here and there, you're not sure whether you are still in the race. We appeal to whoever is responsible for this, of course not Ivan, that please let us go ahead.
Even the people themselves don't know what is taking place. Will there be elections or not? It is demoralizing on all sides. So we need to have that decision so that we can focus heavily for the next election. But if it keeps dragging, it keeps the low mood of our voters.
They are right. They should tell them tikati tubajjeko bamukyaliko, you can continue with your campaigns and bichi people are going to vote for you naye nga biliawo. They don't know what is going to happen really.
But this time round the Electoral Commission is in their favor, the 8 candidates. So Ivan Mbowe is alone because he's the only one who is saying, you people, I want to be declared unopposed for this position. So all these other people should be disqualified since the EC made a misnomer. But we have Nalukola explaining, because he said they appeared in court because they got a hearing notice and they thought it was a ruling notice for them to come to hear the ruling. However, when they reached court, they were informed that no, the ruling is going to come online.
So we are waiting for the same through ICMIS. We had to appear since it was a hearing notice instead of a ruling notice. And again, we expected the ruling through ICMIS. But when the notice was issued, one could easily construe it as one summoning us to appear before either the judge or the registrar. That's why we came here. So now, after receiving information from the judge's chambers that the ruling will be delivered through ICMIS, we are going to wait for the same. No, this is a simple case where we do not expect any ruling to be against our clients, especially my client, because there is no any other Nakawa West constituency. Nakawa West is the same as Nakawa Division West. I don't think that the judge will overturn the decision of the Electoral Commission.
It's just a matter of waiting, so let's just wait. But I hope buli kimu nalukola kyayogedde ne kooti kyegenda okutambulirako because kati oli yeyagaliza yenka ng'omuntu, because I don't see any difference from Nakawa Division West and Nakawa West.
Yeah, we always say that. We say mark in the East, mark in the West, it's division. But we also know that lawyers can always find a loophole in anything, because the change or the exclusion of one word from a statement is a different thing. Because if you say Nakawa West, officially Nakawa West does not exist. So if in paperwork the Electoral Commission has stated Nakawa West, I will look for Nakawa West as a constituency. And if I don't find it, I'll have to question and say, but you guys, where's Nakawa West? Then it's different from me and you speaking orally and saying Nakawa West, mark in the East, mark in the West. But then when it's on paper officially, somebody would expect it to be Nakawa Division
West.
Of which right now, the term that Senyu has in Parliament, he's as MP for Nakawa Division West, not Nakawa West.
They're
going
to be very busy.
Because now the judge, the case now it's the ruling point. So the case, but you had Nalukola is a lawyer. For him, he's saying it's just a misnomer. It's just the way I would say Flora Kabagenya and then miss the middle name. But you still remain Flora. Exactly. So that's what he's saying. So
okay, Katulinde Tulave.
Let's wait and see. Now, speaking still about court, remember the other MPs, Sise Namuju, Rengo Woman Member of Parliament, there's Yusuf Mutembule for Bunyole and Patrick Akamba. Sometimes they were arrested for I think they said soliciting a bribe from the Uganda Human Rights Commission or getting a kickback to increase the budget for Uganda Human Rights Commission. They are on the Budgets Committee. So Budgets Committee is the one charged with appropriating money. So they were arrested by the police and taken to the anti-corruption court. They were even remanded to Luzira.
Okay.
There was that time when you saw pictures trending on social media of the houses owned by Sisi Namuju, flats, expensive flats and all.
I know, I remember.
Now we see
where the money has been going.
Exactly. So that's the case that has been going on before the anti-corruption court. But today, there's a notice from the DPP, Anguzu Lino, saying that they have lost interest in the case.
How?
The DPP does not give any details, so whatever. But that is it. They have lost interest.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was the case. They solicited a bribe to get a kickback from the Human Rights Commission to increase their budget.
Okay.
So, but the DPP has lost interest, Kati. The charges are dropped against them, and now they are free people. They can move as much as they want
and enjoy their houses.
And enjoy. But you know, some of the reasons why the DPP would lose interest officially is when they see they do not have enough evidence to a case. the tewali evidence, because court is all about evidence. That's why you see sometimes guilty people are considered innocent
because there is no evidence.
There is no evidence against them. So that's just it.
Okay.
Huh? Okay, so there's other crime story for aggravated robberies that happened, and police has been able to arrest some, to neutralize actually one of the suspects, and is hunting for other suspects who robbed from people. These cases were reported between the 6th of January. On the 6th of January, they happened in Nakawa Division. In Tinda and Chiwatle police stations is where they were reported. A teacher was robbed of property worth 4 million shillings, a Samsung Galaxy phone, a Chromebook, and a Dell laptop, and a Galaxy tablet. That was a teacher while he was moving in the night. And then shortly after that, about 9:50, a few minutes to 10 o'clock, another robbery happened in Chigowa along Valley Road, where a businesswoman was robbed of her iPhone Pro Max 11 and an ITEL button and a national ID, and all her properties were valued at 3.5 million. Then there was also another incident that happened with the same day. Bosco Musobia, a driver, he was robbed of a Samsung Galaxy phone and a wallet, all valued at 420,000 shillings. So police pursued the suspects. One of the suspects, Joseph Wataba, was intercepted. He tried to attack the police officers with a panga, but he was he was neutralized, and he's currently in hospital. But we're awaiting his arrest and consequent remand or trial in courts of law. Then the others, they are looking for them.
And I want to think they are the same people.
Yeah, it's possible.
The ones who stole the other
they go and make their
phones,
meeting because it's the same place.
What
are your gang rings, by the way? They say this spot is good. Or they move with good gadgets and stuff. So we can go sell them off and make some money.
Hello guys.
The mid-morning to Kone with Flora Shaw, 100.2 Galaxy FM.
Zina.
Nemu kusajja gwochikakazi umanye byokanika.